Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, we are going to talk about axolotl. In the next, we'll be diving into all information that me and my teammates get while do some research. I believe that by the end of this presentation, you will have a clear understanding about axolotl. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Alia Farha binti Zahari. My student ID is 2023610474, and right now I am going to talk about the taxonomic description of axolotl. Axolotl belongs to the kingdom Animalia, which includes all multicellular animals. It is in the phylum Chordata because it has a notochord and a dorsal nerve cord. As an amphibian in the class Amphibia, axolotls are cold-blooded and usually live in aquatic environment. They are part of the order Urodela, which includes salamanders that have tails and four limbs. In the family Ambystomatidae, axolotls are grouped with other more salamanders known for their unique ability to regenerate body parts. Finally, its scientific name is Ambystoma mexicanum.
Good morning, my name is Anissa Sofia Bintireni and my student ID is 2023834196, and I'm going to continue presenting on the axolotl's habitat and lifestyle. The axolotl is an aquatic amphibian that is found in the Mexico, specifically in the remnant of Lake Xochimilco near Mexico City. This is its lonely natural habitat in the wild today because its range has been reduced due to urban development and pollution. Axolotl live in a cool freshwater lakes and canals. Their environment usually has muddy bottoms and is filled with aquatic plants, which provide shelter and breeding areas. They also prefer clean, still, or slow-moving water, and the ideal water pH for axolotl is between 6.5 and 8.0. These conditions help to support their delicate skin and gills. Axolotls are found at a high elevation, around 2,200 meters above sea level. This means that they are adapted to a cooler temperature compared to other amphibians. Although axolotls are solitary by nature, in the wild they may share their environment with other native fishes and in aquatic invertebrates. However, they do not form any groups or social bonds. They also do not migrate, but instead they stay at the same area for the rest of their life and only moving around to hunt their food or hide from the predators. In terms of diet, axolotls are carnivorous, so they feed on small animals such as worms, small fishes, and crustaceans.
I will continue with characteristics of axolotl. First, let's take a look at the morphology. Axolotl use fin like tail to move forward smoothly in aquatic environment. Axolotl also have legs, with front leg having 8 toes and back leg having 10 toes. The extra toes give them stronger movement and support. It has external gills that reach with blood vessels, and the shape like feathery branches to increase the surface of area for gas exchange. It has immovable eyelid because since they live in water, blinking becomes unnecessary. Next, let's talk about how axolotl eat. Axolotl are heterotrophic, mean they cannot make their own food and they must eat another animal to get energy. They are carnivore. Their diet including small leaf animals like worms, insects, and small fish. They can be cannibal. In some situations like in crowded tank of axolotl, they might eat each other. Axolotl use method called suction feeding. When they open their mouth quickly, they will creating a vacuum that pull in nearby prey. Instead of chewing, they swallow their whole prey. Now, let's explore the common and unique characteristics of axolotl. These are features that axolotl share with many other amphibians. Like, they are cold-blooded, meaning that temperature changing depending on their environment. They have moist skin to help gas exchange. Most of amphibians live in aquatic habitat. However, unlike others, axolotl never leave the water. And lastly, they are meat eaters. They eat small animals. Next, these are special characteristics that make them different from others. Like they are neotenic, which means they remain in larva form for their entire life. They have external gills that are visible outside their body. They also have extraordinary regeneration, which means they can regrow entire body part, including tail, limb, heart, even part of their brain. And lastly, they are fully aquatic animals. While others amphibians grow up and move to the land, ocelots spend their whole life in water, from birth to death.
Life cycle. The life cycle of an axolotl is unique among amphibians due to its neoteny, meaning it retains juvenile features throughout its life and typically does not undergo full metamorphosis. First, egg stage. Female axolotls lay hundreds of jelly-like eggs, usually attaching them to aquatic plants or other surface. The eggs are fertilized externally and develop over 10 to 14 days depending on water temperature. Larval stage. Upon hatching, axolotls emerge as larvae with external gill, a tail for swimming, and no limbs. They begin feeding on small aquatic organisms like brine shrimp. Over the next few weeks, they grow limbs and develop more defined features, but they retain their gills and aquatic lifestyle. Adult stage, or neoteny. Unlike most amphibians, axolotls do not typically undergo metamorphosis into a terrestrial form. Instead, they reach sexual maturity while still in their larval form, keeping their gills and remaining fully aquatic. However, under certain conditions, like hormone treatment or environmental stress, they can metamorphose into a terrestrial adult form, though this is rare and often risky for their health. Reproduction. Type of reproduction. Axolotls reproduce sexually with distinct male and female individuals. Fertilization method. Fertilization is external. The male deposits a spermatophore, a packet of sperm, which the female picks up with her cloaca. Courtship behavior. Males perform a courtship dance, nudging the female and leading her to the spermatophore. Egg-laying: after fertilization, the female lays hundreds of eggs, up to thousands, on plants or other surface in the water. Incubation period: eggs hatch in about 10 to 14 days, depending on water temperature. No parental care: axolotls do not care for their eggs or young after laying. Sexual maturity: axolotls reach sexual maturity at around 6 to 12 months while still in their larval or neotenic form.
Next, we move on to the importance of axolotls. First, the ecosystem. As carnivores, they help maintain the balance of the aquatic environment by controlling the population of various small animals, including small fish, crustaceans, and insects. By controlling insect larva population, they help reduce the spread of waterborne diseases such as mosquito-borne illnesses. Other than that, their importance towards the economy. The first one is scientific and medical research. Axolotls are highly valuable for biomedical research due to their extraordinary regenerative abilities. They can regrow limbs, spinal cords, even parts of their brain and heart. Their use has contributed to research in regenerative medicine, cancer studies, and genetic research. Second one is cultural and ecotourism value. Axolotls are deeply rooted in Aztec mythology and Mexican culture. They attract tourists and conservation funding. Ecotourism related to axolotls conservation helps support local economies.
The axolotl, a true marvel of nature, reminds us of the incredible diversity and resilience life can offer. Let's continue to be inspired by them and the wonders of our natural world. Thank you.